Daily God's Promise. Day 21, August 21, 2025. Welcome, beloved friends, to Daily God's Promise, Day 21. Today, on August 21, 2025, we embrace a profound promise from John chapter 16 verse 20. Most assuredly, I say to you that you will weep and lament, but the world will rejoice. And you will be sorrowful, but your sorrow will be turned into joy. In his final hours with his disciples, Jesus did not promise them a life without pain. Instead, he acknowledged the coming sorrow and gave them a divine promise that it would not have the final say. This verse is a foundational promise for every believer who is experiencing grief, pain, or heartbreak in a world that doesn't understand. 1. The reality of sorrow. The first part of this promise is a sobering reality check. Jesus tells his disciples that they will weep and lament while the world rejoices. He promises them sorrow, not to discourage them, but to prepare them. He validates our pain and our feeling of being out of step with a world that often celebrates things that bring us sorrow. The promise here is that our Lord understands and acknowledges our grief. We are not alone in our lamenting. 2. The transformation of sorrow. The core of this promise is a guaranteed transformation. Your sorrow will be turned into joy. This is a powerful and supernatural promise. The word for turned means to be transformed or reversed. It's not that sorrow goes away and then joy comes, it's that the sorrow itself is the very thing that is transformed into joy. The pain of the cross was transformed into the joy of the resurrection, and the struggle of birth pangs leads to the joy of new life. Your pain has the potential to become your greatest source of joy. 3. A certain and unshakable hope. Jesus prefaces this promise with the phrase, most assuredly, I say to you. This is an ironclad guarantee. The joy is not a maybe or a distant hope, it is a certain and promised reality for all who endure with him. This promise gives us an unshakable foundation to stand on when the world seems to be falling apart. We can endure temporary sorrow with a quiet confidence, knowing that a certain and eternal joy awaits us. 4. The purpose of our pain. This promise gives a redemptive purpose to our suffering. In God's economy, nothing is wasted. Our sorrow is not meaningless. It is a profound part of his plan to bring about a joy that is deeper, more resilient, and more glorious than we could ever imagine. The depth of our sorrow now can be the measure of the depth of our future joy. He is the God who takes our greatest pain and uses it to bring forth his greatest blessing. 5. Old Testament cross-references. God always brings morning after night, as Psalmist says 30-5. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. God exchanges sorrow for celebration, as in Isaiah chapter 61 verse 3. To give them beauty for ashes, the oil of joy for mourning. Transformation is God's promise to his people, as in Jeremiah chapter 31 verse 13. I will turn their mourning into joy, will comfort them, and make them rejoice rather than sorrow. 6. New Testament cross-references. Comfort is certain for those who trust God, as in Matthew chapter 5 verse 4. Blessed are those who mourn, for they shall be comforted. Their sorrow at the cross literally became joy at the resurrection, as in John chapter 20 verse 20. The disciples rejoiced when they saw the risen Lord. Eternal joy is the final promise, as in Revelation chapter 21 verse 4. There shall be no more death, nor sorrow, nor crying. 7. Enduring with hope. Today, if you are experiencing sorrow, remember this promise. Do not pretend the pain is not real, but with a firm hope, believe that your weeping will not have the final say. Trust that the God of the resurrection is at work, turning your sorrow into joy. May you find comfort and strength in the promised transformation of your sorrow, knowing that your joy is a certain reality. God bless you and give you grace after grace.